Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. We are September, Sunday the 15th, 2024, looking at this number 57 Armored Puppet by Chemo. Used to be Creative Film, that's Chemo doing this. This is their E.C.A.S. Now this is their new basic body, the new basic buck body, and now I've got to tell you this, it is amazing. How to know? Because I've got 5 of these and I've built them all already. So quick look. This is the armored version, which is nice, but honestly it's not, I don't think it's as nice as the basic buck, and you'll see why. Well, I'll tell you why I think so a bit later on. It does look good. Loads of features on this. So you can make either the police version or the basics. The police versions, now I've got different sort of loadouts here. Now bear in mind, if you look at the feet, I'm using the basic feet, and this is one of the issues with the armored feet version. Armored feet version, the feet are too loose. But on the buck version, the feet are nice and tight. In fact, let me go down and get a bit of a zoom going in. Now, I've got one here with the police armoured feet on, but the reason I've got the armoured feet is when I tried to change it back to these feet, it actually snapped on the ankles. So I had to drill and pin it, and I thought I'd put back on the police ones just to make it less likely to snap because they're an easier fit. So there is 4 like that, and they do look really, really good. They come with a whole heap of accessories, but before we look at the accessories and a close look at them, I'm going to show the basic version. The basic version is amazing. The reason it's amazing, or I'm amazed, is they've actually built the articulation into the injection molding. Say what? Yep, they've got joints built into the injection molding. So I am postulating, I am guessing that the injection mold is in 2 parts. Inject the mold the first part, and then on the same spoon you inject mold the next part, because otherwise it'd just be one lump of plastic. So I'm going to quickly build part of one now. So these are parts that are pre-articulated here. So you've got one of the body parts here, we've got the legs, and we've got the arms. So if I do the body part first, I won't use instructions, so I've done 4 of these. I hopefully can remember how it's done. That little part comes off there. Okay, so here's the part here. Just got to cut off these little tabs on the side here. That went flying somewhere. Okay, so what we do with this is we have to bend this around to self-clip in, and it clips in, which way is it? That way? That way. So what I do is I bend it up. Bear in mind, this is on the sprue. Look already, you can see articulation on there, and it's on the sprue. How the hell did that, you know? That clips onto there, that goes back to there. Okay. Then the part which I've previously cut out will attach to this like so. This gives added articulation of the body, has a left and a right. This will attach to the body which I've already assembled. He says, there we go. Let me just quickly put the head on since I'm here anyway. No, get the click. No click. Is that in? Not really. I need the click into place. There we go. Really good head and neck articulation, and the shoulders are amazing too. Let's just put the waist in a minute, I think. Okay, so this is the basic part. There's a chest part I'm not putting. Let's do that now as well. Which way around is that one? That is this way around. But this part doesn't stay in when you change around to the police mode. Well, that's not wanting to go. There we go, in. Okay, now this is where you look at the articulation in the legs and whatnot. I've pre-built the hands. I need to add another bit to this as well. I've got to add, which bit is it? Is it this bit? It might be. Or is it that bit? No, that's the elbows. So let me just quickly add this part now to the actual waist. It's such a good kit. And the fact they've got this built-in articulations, like, really, how did you done that, boy? It's really, really nice. And it goes that way. This part is a bit fiddly to get to clip in nicely, but when it's in, you do know. They've got even more fiddly parts. That one's in. No, it's not. On the actual police parts that you do extra, really quite difficult to get some of those. There we go. Some of those parts in. But, and you know, once you've worked it out, it's a lot easier on the second, third, and fourth one, and so on. Okay, that one's clipped in. Okay, so if we do the, I'll show you the arms first. So I'll cut off the arms. Two things to cut there. That one, that one. That one's arm one. Now there's a part of the arm you have to break off. And that's not me making up, that is in the instructions. You have to twist and pull off. So I will use my pliers for this. So this part here, you have to twist and pull, then you've got an opening for the hands. There's one. And there's two. Now bear in mind, I've just taken off the sprue. Look, you've got articulation already on the shoulder joint here. You've got articulation in the bicep joint, and you've got articulation in the wrist joint. They've built that in to the actual, oh, that's so stiff, the shoulder. The actual injection molding, which is amazing. So there's that one on. And this one is the same. Bicep that way. Let's shoulder the other. Oh, so stiff the first time. There we go. He goes on that way. Now, if you thought that was good, wait to see what they've done with the legs. This part blew my mind when I noticed what that is so good. So again, they've got built-in double kneecap articulation. They've got built-in hip rotation as well, so the thigh swivel. There's no ankle articulation because there's a ball joint, but they put in another feature which is like, oh my word, that is just wow. So let me just get this other one off and I'll show you that. The fact that is on the sprue is like mind-blowing. These guys are really next level. I swear the next few days my wife's going to find bits of plastic on the floor and say, husband, what's this? Like, I don't know. Okay, so here's a leg. What's mind-blowing is, look at this. Look at this part here. Check this out. You've got slide. They put a slide bar, like a proper piston, articulated on the leg. Ridiculous. And of course you've got the swivel on the hip as well, with the double kneecap. That's phenomenal. And this is another reason why I prefer having it in the basic mode, because you won't see that if it's in the police mode. Those things are covered up. So get this in. Oh, yeah. Put leg one. Oh, his head popped off. Obviously it wasn't on properly the first time, and I thought it was. Some of the joints are a bit stiff, so you've got to be a bit careful. You don't, like there we go. Don't snap an ankle, particularly like I did with that one of the white feet in the background, which I've had to pin. I did glue it, but my super glue, which I've used before many times, the same tube, which is great, does not want to stick. So I just used a pin and some super glue. It's a lot stiffer now. Okay. And I missed one of those little tags there. Just chop that one off. Now the part I'm scared about now is the feet. As long as you push them in properly with a little twist. Ooh, that wasn't scary. God, that does not want to go in. There's one. Get a slightly different angle, I think, like that. It's slightly better. There's two. Okay. And then you've got 5 different pairs of hands you can choose from. So I will give them a right open. The hands are also improved greatly from the first release they did, the Body 1. They're much better hands in the sense that they are not that loose plastic which doesn't hold. I think I lost a hand somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I lost 2 hands somewhere. Must be on the table. It's not that plastic which was so rubbery, it didn't hold the weapons well. But the problem with these hands are they're so stiff. You have to take the hands apart and stick the weapon in, then join the hand together again. Right. He's done. I'll stick him next to the other ones. You can see he's not as far as bulky. Does he look as good? Probably not. But when you see the articulation moving and whatnot, and his articulation is better, I do prefer him. Okay, so I did forget something on which sprue. This one for his elbows. See this one? Yes, I'll just stick those on now. Really, really nice kits, has to be said. So we'll look at the accessories when you do the close look in a second, and articulation and whatnot. Now these are 124 scale, if I remember rightly. They used to say what scale they were on, 124 if I remember right. Not one, yeah, 124. I'm pretty sure they're 124 scale. So they'll scale well with some of your Joy Toy smaller mech figures and whatnot. They're still quite large, 124. Okay, so let's get this done. Now these come out when you're doing the police ones, so they've got a nice sort of overlap, which makes it look like a elbow, which is nice, but also it makes it easy to take off as well, which is quite a nice feature. Last one in. Oops, just dropped that. So I've got 5, and I've got 2 more, which I'm very tempted to. Which I paid a small deposit, not a lot. I'm very tempted to pay the remainder to get another 2. The thing that I'm not happy about with number 52, sorry, with number 57, is that they stopped doing the diode pieces with their kits. I loved the diode pieces before. And some people actually sell them here in China, and so I buy them up. Okay, so elbow piece done as well. So let's bring in for a for a close look. Here's our first one. It's got the shield. It's got his long gun there. It's got the pistol. Oh, you can't see. Sorry, let's get the focus. It's pistol on the side. It's got the long sort of rifle and the shield, and we can see the back what he looks like there. Very cool. And this shield you can see does transform. It's out on the third one. Ah! We go to the second one. Same again, but I've just put him with a pistol. And the hole is so it can attach to his side if he's not using it. It's got the shield again there. Third one, the shield can be transformed. How unfortunately, he can't keep his hand on, or not the default hand for this figure, with the shield. It always won't transform. Now this is the same gun. It's the same rifle, but all it does is it folds from here to there. When you and the scope here becomes the barrel on the machine gun, but when you fold it, you can't have the ammo in. So if you look at the rifle, there's a little ammo thing tucked in here. It's not on this one. And you see the shield folds over, and the locks in the middle become the fingers on a sort of power claw, which I think is a pretty damn cool feature. And again, these feet don't look quite as nice as the white ones because they're much stiffer. It's much better to articulate. And then the one which I pinned the ankle, you see I've got him pretty much 2 hands on his rifle there. This is the white feet. This is the one I pinned here, which hopefully they can glue shut. Yeah, they can glue it shut. And even that does break the pin. You can see the line there. There's actually more pin holding it than glue. It's not quite the same length, so I didn't draw the hole enough on one side, but it's okay. Very cool. And you have the shield half sort of bending over if you want, or you can have it in a closed position there too. They do have handles that go inside the shield, but I think they're pretty pointless because you've got to change the hand over, and then when you change the hand over, you've got to open the hand, as in take off the back of the hand, put the handle in, close the back of the hand, hope it doesn't spring off. This one actually glued the gun to the hand. Then our basic version. Oh, I did a nice little spin there, little pirouette. He also comes with trigger hands, open hand. That's not like this one. One like this. It's not like that, but like this. And he comes with fist hands, gripping hands as well. So articulation, I will use him since he's here, and it'll be slightly better. So head, you've got an amazing neck backwards and a neck forwards. You've got the side to side on the head. You've got a small wobble like this and a small down from there as well. Shoulders are really good. You've got all the way around. That's the elbow thing popping out there, which I'm going to be a bit annoyed about if he keeps doing it. Let's pop it back in. I don't think I got it right in the first time. Okay, that's in. All the way around. Lateral raise. He'll go slightly over flat. Now this is the great thing. Check this out. You've got a shoulder. Come on, it's going to work for me. Why is it not working on this one? All right, I'll show it on the other things, but there is actually a shoulder roll on this. Oh, I put his shoulders on, his arms on backwards. Nah. So yeah, that should be on the way around. That's not that difficult to do. But you can see that his shoulders actually go all the way forwards to his chest. That should be not to his back. So you've got a shoulder roll too. In fact, if I grab this one here, he's very bulky, but you can see that the shoulder still moves. I'll sort this guy out a bit later. Then biceps. He can salute, which is fantastic. He's got a wrist turn, and he's got a turn from the hand and a ball on the hand. Then trunk, he's got a side to side from the top. He's got an ab crunch, look at that, fantastic. And a twist from the waist. Legs is full split sideways. Full splits forwards. There is also a thigh twist. It's a double kneecap with that nice sort of piston motion. There, so if I straighten that, you watch this part go up. Then the feet, there's toe articulation, which is a bit too loose really, but the feet ankles are great. There's a small boot turn either way. There is a swivel either way. There's a tippy toe and there's a really good dorsal flexation. So that is the articulation. These guys are absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is quickly pause this and put his shoulders on the right way around and come back in a second. Right, that was quick and easy to do. Let me just put this extra light on. Show that shoulder again so he can come right across with his arm like this. So his shoulders come all the way to the front. Can do like a John Cena. Looks a bit strange when he does that, but it's nice to have that articulation, especially on a figure this small. Really, really good. Fantastic articulation. So let's move this one to the side. In fact, I'll move him here. I'll put him there. And this one who I pinned, I'll put his legs straighter. Make him stand up straighter. And get a look there. Let's get an idea of height. So this is literally almost 3.75 inches. It's about nearly 9.5 cm. The police ones are almost 9.5 cm as well. This one's probably about, yeah, it's very, very close to being 9.5 cm. Not quite scaling with your 118. Actually, it'll be quite small with 118. And be a bit big with your Joy Toy 125 scale figures too. So let me just zoom out a little bit. So let's have a look with a Joy Toy 125 scale as well. So remember, these are 124 Joy Toy Small stuff is 125. I won't use the mech, I use the figure from the mech. This is one of Joy Toy's greatest figures. I just wish it was 1/18 scale as well. Just put a bit of space between them. I mean, look at that. You can almost do like a... Almost looks like a Terminator going against this resistance. They work so well, the Joy Toy stuff. It does have to be said. Now, if I get a couple of 1/18 scale figs to give us an idea, I use a smaller one first. I use a Halo. So I've got 4 of these figures loose today, and I might get some more because the guy's got like 7 more loose, I think. This is one of the Marines. Let's try and get him to stand up first. He's not being very compliant. Now these are smaller 1/18 scale, or more smaller modern 1/18 scale, and you can see that, yeah, while the size is almost there, they look like they're a smaller scale. If I use my Fortnite AIM custom, I'll keep saying I'll finish one day, and you know, he's like 95% finished. If I stick him the other side here, he's a bigger figure than the Halo. You can see again that they're looking different scaled. Now, the nice thing is the weapons actually do scale very well with 1/18. Now, the issue is to take a weapon off, you have to take the hand apart, then take the weapon out. So if I have this with my, actually use the same Marine. With the Marine, it looks like a good scale weapon for him. But these handles will be quite hard to hold because they're not made for, they're made for obviously the figures. And these hands are, no, his hands are too stiff. If I use the AIM figure, he's actually got boss fight studio hands. His hands are way too stiff again. He's got one boss fight studio hand. He used his other hand. So the gun is actually scaled very, very well for 1/18. It just dropped out there. Very, very cool set indeed. I'd say they need to sort out, when they make these different feet, make them a bit tighter so they can hold the articulated poses and have a bit more playability. And I would say, what's the other thing? Something else on the side I've forgotten completely. Oh, the hands. Hands are a big step in the right direction, but the fact that I've got to keep opening a hand, closing a hand to take a gun out and change it is annoying. And I've glued one of the hands together, this one with the gun in, because it got so annoyed with it falling out. But you sort the hands out, and you sort out the feet, and you're onto approaching a perfect action figure kit. As it is, these are absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out the Patreon. Toy discounts there. So it is worth getting the links and the codes. Also, we have prize draws from time to time in the Patreon for Patreon subscribers too. See you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.